Hi, my name is Brianna Johannes and I am here to talk to you about Last.fm. Last.fm is basically like a Spotify, Pandora-esque, maybe even Apple Music kind of website that brings together your favorite music services where you could sign up and listen to and watch what other people are listening to all around the world. So here we have an application that allows you to basically look at what people around the world are doing, and by that I mean like what people are listening to, what are their music trends, what artists will you likely be seeing, and how similar they are in comparison to other artists, and how you can interact basically with the Last.fm website, mainly through the homepage, which is this, through the scrolling now option and other options on the side. So here we have the scrolling now option, which is basically an option that shows you like what people are listening to at the very moment, how many plays they're getting, and you could see based on the bars how well they're doing or like how very little they're performing. Next, we have the two diagrams on the homepage that allows you to rotate the two axes, almost like the Earth revolving around the sun. The red axis being one that shows you from years 1920s to the 2010s, to the blue axis being from all types of genres ranging from rock to experimental. Here we have spiking artists, where you could see what similar artists you like based on who you click, and they'll give you like different options. Here we have spiking tracks, which is the most highly played tracks that's on the website. All-time scrollables is basically showing you how many number of tracks are being listened to by Last.fm users since 2003. The around the world option as basically a world atlas that pinpoints what Last.fm users are listening to around the world. And as you can see, the red spots tells you what track is mostly being listened to by people around the different types of continents. The gray areas meaning that they have no people listening to Last.fm in that area. Right here you have a little today's most loved, which shows like what tracks are people like mostly listening to right now. And you have a news option at the very bottom right here. All of these things basically show you how easy it is to just look at and basically track what people are listening to based on their like location, what they like, what they're interested in, and how many people are listening to them. One thing that is off is basically the record player right here. It fails to find its usability because virtually it doesn't play. The website particularly lacks the ability to share music with your friends or create playlists that can come in use every day or even for like career sense of sharing music. Unlike other websites, if you're going to have a FM, basically I think as part of your name, you should at least have an option to play the radio, hence the meaning of FM radio. And I think like certain headings on the website are a little bit misleading. For example, features you would think is like an option to play around with like interactions on the Last.fm website, whereas like it shows news. I think it should be labeled as news rather than like features basically. A lot of the technology that's being used on the Last.fm website is basically through like location. Last.fm is a major location website that shows, like as I stated before, like an around the world atlas that pinpoints like what Last.fm users are listening to all over the world, and like the type of technology that is integrated in scrolling, basically like allowing you to see like what people are listening to and like when they're listening to it, basically. I think a lot of this website is based on filtering, like filtering out what artists you like based on who you're interested at the very moment, instead of like basically going through website after website to kind of like get who you want in particular, or like shuffling through artist after artist to find something new, like brand new that you haven't listened to before. Great example of filtering, because it kind of like cuts down your search time of artists that you like when you can shorten your time with like a push of a button by using the spiking artist options. And basically, realistically speaking, who wants to search endlessly for a rapper or an artist that you don't even remember the name of, to be honest? In all, I think that Last.fm can definitely use a lot more improving on traction in terms of the website and usability features, but it is a great website in terms of tracking and location, which I don't think that a lot of other uh, music websites offer, such as like tracking and location based all over the world. So, yeah, that is my review. Hope you like it. Subscribe to me.